this is Irontrader. It is Friday morning, TGIF. Now, this was a really good trading week. And yesterday, after we had that unemployment report there at 8:30 in the morning, stocks are just ripping up higher. Now, technology looks very, very good. Oil looks like it's moving up higher here. So I think it's going to have a really good trading day here today. Okay, so as usual, we are going to review crude oil here and natural gas. This video is for information purposes only, not a recommendation to buy, selling stock, commodity, ETF. Please like, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Okay, here we have crude oil daily chart, natural gas daily chart. Now let's take a look at DO Crude, see what's going on. Well, you can see here we had this lower high situation, put in a bottoming tail here, and then this candle here, which didn't really look like it was bullish. However, it made a higher high and a higher low. And then this one here, when this took off, it made that higher low and then really took out the top of this candle here, which was that 74.56, and then right into that 8 simple moving average. Now, yesterday was a very interesting day because what we did is we made a higher high, and on this low, we held the top portion of the previous day's candle. That's always very, very bullish, and we're above this 8 simple moving average. That's always very, very bullish here, okay? Now you can see the 8-day that's curling up here now, okay? That's always very, very good sign. So the 8-day came down, it flattened out, and now it wants to curl right on up here. So, okay, so this is what we're looking at. So today's high so far, we had 76.52. Yesterday's high, we had 76.52. So you're sitting right there. So this is what you're actually going to be trading against there. Yeah, the next level here we're going to be doing is we're going to come right up here to your 77.29 level. And then what we do is we have this 21-day. Okay, now you can see where the 21-day here is coming right on down. So that's going to provide very good, pretty good resistant levels here. Again, if you can get it through that 21-day here, then we have that 50-day sitting right above there at 78.17. So for today here, what we really want to do, this looks like it just wants a rally up here very nicely. So this is what we want to do is we want to watch that 21-day at that 77.68. That's going to be very, very crucial. So we got to see what the reaction is, what happens when it does get there. Now I'm long because we're holding this 8 simple moving average here. Now I don't have any problem holding crude like overnight here, especially like in this time frame, all the way through the end of September here. Now I know we had this sell-off here, but basically what this was all possible recession, and China's not buying the oil, and that's all nonsense. All it is, I think, is just a sell-off here, like a crude and the other stocks here, just make a buying opportunity for the big boys. That's all it is. So remember, you always got to follow that here. So when they sell, you sell. When they buy, you buy. Okay, kind of a situation. Now, when we look here at this MACD here, this here it had that crossover, which is bearish, shows momentum to the downside. Now it looks like it wants to curl up here above that 200 or that red line here. So that's always good when that green crosses over the red. That's very, very good. Now we had this positive divergence. I know it looks slight, but it's still positive divergence here going on here on your RSI here, and obviously you can see this. So the whole question here is going to be is what's going to happen when we just made a little bit higher high here now at 76.54 than yesterday. So this is looking very good, and we're holding that 8-day. So what the key is going to be is what's going to happen in reaction when we get to this 21-day. It's going to blow right through all of this, which is very, very possible, or is it going to stop right there at that 21-day here, or maybe even possible get up to that 200-day. Now you can see here how important that these simple moving averages are, because see, like once this broke above this, that's your chance to say, hey, I got to get in, and then you be very, very careful here at that 8 simple moving average, because a lot of times it stops in its tracks like it did here, okay? But this blew right through that and went right to the 200, but you notice it couldn't get to that 200-day simple moving average. And yesterday, the previous day, the following day, I should say, it went right above here, but then it just could not hold it. So let's just see what happens at the reaction. Now, let's always want to look at the downside here. Well, your key level here is going to be right here, this 8 simple moving average on a closing basis, 75.59. Very, very key level. Now, again, if that is lost, then we're going to come right down here to this level here. This is that 74.60. So when we take these candles here, we just come right across. That was our support line. See, you can see right here, you had 74.59. Yesterday we have 74.60. So you came in within 1 penny, but you made a little higher low than what that 59 was. Okay, so that was your support level. So that's what we'll be watching if that 8-day is lost. But right now, this looks like definitely a bullish mode here. We get this to cross that red, and this is going to go higher. The key is what's going to be the reaction here on the at the 21 simple moving average. Now again, I am long a position, or I held it overnight. So let's just see what's going to happen here when we get up in that level. Okay, now let's just take here for natural gas. Now, natural gas, I just trade this, okay, because you can see where we had this indecision candle. It was like a bottoming candle also. Then we made a higher high, higher low. And what I do is I just trade that right into that 8 SMA, take it right off, okay? And then what I do is I just traded this range, like I said, between the 8 and the 21 day. And then yesterday when we got above, well, then I just take it up here to the long and I sell it. I have no position one way or the other in natural gas. I'll be looking for trades today, so we'll see what happens. So far, we have what they call an inside day, which is high and low is within the inside of the previous day. So what we're going to be looking for is we're going to be looking for yesterday's high, that 2.179. And then we can get above it here. We're going to be looking right at that 100-day at 2.23. Now, again, if we can get above that, then we're going to be looking right here at that 2.27. That's going to be very, very a key level here. Then we'll look at this price channel here at 2.35 and 2.36, which is your 200-day. So you just bring that price channel right across. This is what you got right here on these candlesticks, okay? So this is why you want to use these price channels. It makes life a lot easier because it gives you targets like to the upside, targets to the downside, okay? So that's what you're going to be looking for, and that 200-day is right above it. Now, again, if you bust all through all that here, then you got your 50-day at 2.43, but I don't think natural gas in this time period is going to be busting out through all of this here right now, okay? So if it does rally up here, just really look at here. This is going to be your target. Is going to be your 100-day at 2.23. Now, downside, got to look at the downside. This 21-day, this is very, very crucial on a closing basis, okay? So you're looking at that 2.098. If that is lost, your next level here is going to be 2.04. That's what you're looking for. Again, if that's lost, we just follow the candles down. You look at yesterday's low of 2.02. Here you got 2.01 level here. We come to the top of this candle, 1.97. We'll come here. You got 1.92. We have 1.9, and then your big retest down there at 1.88. But realistically, I don't know if it's going to get right down because you got good support here at the 21-day and at that 8 SMA. So that's what we want to watch today. Is this 21-day on the downside and at 100-day here on the upside. Now, again, I always pointed out here this positive divergence going on here, and it looks like we're trying to break out here. The key is going to be getting above this 100-day and above the top of this candle here, because that's going to be like your midline coming across. If you can, you'll hit that 200-day and then possibly 50-day. Once we start getting above that, then we can just start rattling all the way on up here. But I think just be a little patient with this here. To me, I'm just trading the range. I'm just looking for trades, okay? Now, again, on Friday, I usually trade natural gas and crude oil. I used to do 5,000 shares each. I cut that down to like 2,500 to 3,000 shares, except for crude oil here. I'm long here because of the pattern that we have going on here, and you have a lot of good tells. The positive divergence, this is going to be a positive possible cross, bullish cross on for momentum here, and we hear above this 8 SMA, which is curling up nice here. So this here is, the risk reward is a lot better here than what we have there on the old natty gas here, okay? But now we do have a nice cross. See how your green is over your red? That shows that that's the bullish, and that's actually a buy signal to the upside. But we got to see how this is all going to shake out here. So today, just watch that 21-day here on the bottom. Okay, that's your support, and then your 2.23, that is your resistance. On Crude right here, this is what you want to watch, is that 8-day, very, very critical on a closing basis, and then see what kind of reaction is it. If it gets to this 21-day, what kind of reaction are we going to get? Okay, that's what I got for you, and I'll be here back at for midday trading, and we'll take a look at crude oil, natural gas, and then we always throw something else in the old mix. Okay, remember, trade what's in front of you, not what you want.